So let's talk a little bit about effectiveness of a technique or a particular move. How effective a martial art move is depends on who is executing that particular technique. And so from the tiger form of Gong Fu or Kung Fu, we use the tiger claw. The way you make the claw is by pulling your fingers and your thumb back and stretching them back and creating this strength and toughness in the palm. And so, just like you can use a screwdriver to unscrew things, you can also use it to lever a lid of paint off. You can use the tiger's claw and all the different martial art movements in many different ways. So you can use the claw to grab acupressure points around the wrist, which are around 3 fingers away from the wrist up on the forearm, on what we call the heaven and earth side of the forearm. That in itself is a little painful. But you wouldn't use that move in isolation. It would be combined with a strike or a push. So for instance, it might be a strike involving striking up into someone's chin around this area here. And there are a lot of nerves clustered around this particular area. That's why boxers go for a hook punch or an uppercut to this particular area of the body. And of course, the tiger's claw can be used to scratch and rip. There are certain old school chemicals that people would actually apply to their fingers to make their nails super sharp and super strong to withstand the impact of clawing and striking someone using these powerful techniques. And just like any tool is used for a particular purpose, you can use the tiger's claw to strike parts of the body that don't cause so much impact. If perhaps you are a doorman or a bouncer and you don't want to really strike someone so hard in particular places or scratch someone and leave your mark on the world, it's more about being able to put that person down and restrain them and call the cops, right? Or maybe a friend who is had a little bit too much to drink. You might strike them in the liver, on the right side of the body, like this, okay? Nice and strong, but not too fierce to do them too much injury. That's the trick. You have to find balance, as I keep saying, in the world of Tai Chi. So yes, running away, walking away from trouble is the ideal, but sometimes you have to restrain someone, sometimes you have to fight for your life, sometimes you have to defend a life. All those things are very important.